Hello, hello, everyone. I'm really excited for some bingy today. I'm here today with my awesome co-commentator, Zach. Say hello, Zach.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are.
We're here today with an exciting bingo match of Eggsucker versus Care. Uh, Eggsucker is seated 30th, and Care is seated 35th. Zach is a longtime friend of Eggsucker, so they really wanted to commentate this match and give
That's
their
exactly
thoughts.
right. And I'm going to be trying my hardest to remain unbiased, although with a man of his caliber, that's going to be tough.
Some notable thing from before for the seeding matches, Eggsucker won 2 out of 3 of their matches, and Care won 1 out of 2 of their matches. With Care getting a record in having the longest line victory ever, with a line victory that took 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
I missed that one.
It was a fun match with 30 minutes of repeat dying to Trader Lord.
Ooh.
But I think they probably
Off
learned
they
something from
go.
that match, so I think this will be really exciting.
Hmm.
Okay. And I think I was telling you about this board while we were waiting, but this looks like one of the worst boards of all time.
Right, let me have a proper look now. Uh, so we've got Sharp Shadow as the center goal, first of all. That's the first thing I notice, which
Mm-hmm.
is phenomenal. I think both runners should just rush that, if you ask for my opinion.
Yes,
Uh,
definitely a good idea.
High blood on the same line.
Okay.
Um,
So, yeah, I told Zach this board would be fun. Yeah, this board is one of the so let's look at how many dive goals there are first off. I'm gonna star them. I'm sorry, I'm just giving false night as beneficial by going dive.
mhm. And
Am
in
I
the
missing anything
meantime, we
else?
do see Eggsucker picking up Geo for, I assume, Stag here,
Yes.
while KPP skips it. That's
Huh.
interesting.
Okay. So if KP skips the sags, that might indicate that they're gonna rush Lantern, which could mean that they'd have priority on Dreamnail and all the direct goals that you get by unlocking C Dash. But
Eggsucker
honestly,
also taking a little detour to take a bath.
oh,
So he's already working on those four saunas.
it's usually more recommended to do that after you have Dash, but we'll see how that works out for them. Oh, there is synergy between Defeat Kalozote and Four Hot Springs. I think Tim is saying that in chat. So that could be kind of fun. So we will definitely want to kill Vend Viking on this board. Care just
For sure.
rushing, Care just like not opening Crossroads Stag, but Eggsucker is opening Crossroads Stag, so that indicates that Care really wants to rush Sea Dash or Dreamnail because it doesn't seem like they'll be able to open Queen Station if that is the case. I mean, they can always still open Queen Station, but it's not really recommended unless you have Crossroads Stag open.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think some Bob Jojuan is mentioning some early game goals. So I'm just gonna start what I would consider kind of like the easier early game goals.
It
Um,
does seem kind of like we're setting up for a bit of a tortoise versus the hare match here with KPP. Seemingly going as fast as he can, and Eggsucker kind of taking his time.
Okay. Um, Care is killing False Knight.
That surprises me, actually.
This is why I always enjoy matches with kind of players who are newer to Bingy because they always tend to surprise me.
Looks like Eggsucker is also going to be killing False Knight.
Okay.
And he's no longer that far behind anymore.
Care grabbing the 200 geo chest. 200 geo from the geo chest. Is there a reason why KPP's screen is so dark? It could just be an overlay they have. We kind of need to actually probably monitor that a little bit better because this happened in a previous match. So, killing False Knight, they will have advantage. Well, they both will have access to these two goals right away. False Knight and Brooding Moloch and City Crest and ride both COT large elevators.
Right.
So this is an interesting play. We'll see how it works out. I think it's gonna kind of unfortunate that Care doesn't have Crossroads Stag open. It's gonna be kind of annoying to get back there.
He's currently boasting about a 30-second lead, though, which could maybe work in his favor for whatever he's going for.
Yeah, we might see an early False Knight Brooding Moloch, which usually isn't really recommended because it's kind of broadcasting to your opponent that they're ahead. That you are going to be have priority on a lot of other goals, but you tend to see it a lot with players who are newer to Binky. They just kind of want to. They see a goal, they get it.
Mm.
Like as someone like Zach, you're definitely one of the most improved players I've seen. Like you're compared to your first tournament performance, you've definitely done a lot better. Like, how do you think your opinion has like changed on these goals, like False Knight Brooding Moloch?
Well, one thing remains the same. I still think if you go False Knight Brooding Moloch, which KPP is doing. All right, here we go. Uh, I was about to say, if you do that, you're putting yourself at a pretty big disadvantage, as I've learned from experience. But you do gain incredible aura. There's no denying that.
Okay. Oh, Eggsucker grabbing the corner for interaction. I always tend to forget that one, so it's really good that they remembered. You do have a plenty of opportunities to get that one. Well, you have one more opportunity when you go down to Claw, but I like that they're getting it now. I also like that they're heading right into Green Path instead of going for Moloch.
Just like that, he's ahead.
Yeah, Eggsucker is ahead, and they have Crossroads Stag open. Like, I think they have every advantage at this point. Even though they will miss out on a goal. Please don't die to Moloch. Okay. That was really stressful. Okay, I thought they were at 1 health, but I missed it.
No, they were for a second, but healed it off.
Oh, okay, I missed the heal. So they aren't grabbing the mass shard, which I guess you don't really need, so not a big deal. But now they're gonna head into Green Path. They could
Very
still
good.
catch up, but
They can still catch up, and now they do have a goal advantage. So we'll see.
okay.
Let's see this fireball skip from Eggsucker. No, just giving up, going for the squid, which
Oh
you really can't
no.
blame a newer player for.
Are they newer?
To speedrunning, yes.
Okay. Okay, they got it eventually. KPP didn't pick up Soul Catcher for some reason. Oh. Nimrod was pointing that out. Yeah. I mean, they might not have watched my video where I said to pick up Soul Catcher. That's a very bingy QL thing.
Everybody watch Ilyssa's videos.
Yeah, you should
They
watch my
actually are
video.
helpful.
Usually grab Soulcatcher Tim because there's no like extended cutscene, so it's really like minimal time. And then, especially if you're gonna go dive route, you're not picking up any other charms for quite a while, so it's beneficial to have it throughout Green Path and City. Okay, Tim has never not grabbed it. Okay, Kara is also gonna attempt Eric Pogo. Yeah, their setup is a lot better. So they get it the first try. They're honestly not that far behind for having done False Knight, Brooding Molly.
No, not at all. They're both still in Green Path. It's impressive. But if there is one thing to know about Eggsucker that I did not manage to squeeze in his introduction is that he is a very stoic person, very calm under pressure. So I would not expect to see any kind of nerves showing themselves in his movement or his gameplay here. That's just the kind of person he is.
I think Eggsucker should know they have quite a bit of a lead at least. It's just all it just matters how they use their lead. I would recommend opening Green Pass Stag here because Shape of Gun is on the board. Also, Thorns of Agony, Boulder Shell, Spore Shroom, so you're getting a lot of out of this stag if you open it early. Okay, grabbing the Wanderer's Journal behind the wall. Let's see if both players should kill Vengefly King here as to not lock themselves out of Kalozote early on. But
Skipping it.
we're skipping it. We're skipping it.
All right.
Who needs Kalozote?
Who needs it?
Who needs it?
KPP does know. Well, they must assume that they're behind. So maybe that was just some kind of catch-up play.
I guess so. But they're also they are grabbing the journal. This makes row 4 actually so much easier for Eggsucker. That's true. We haven't mentioned row 4 of this game. Well, I think we were mentioning it earlier with the Kalozote and Hot Spring synergy, but Kara who is a tournament organizer, has a bounty on row 4 saying that she will share a portion of her prize winnings with anyone who wins by row 4. So row 4 has been getting a lot of attention this tournament.
This could potentially be payday for Eggsucker. KPP unfortunately locked himself out of that.
Yep. They have locked themselves out of it. Yeah. Eggsucker making their way down to Claw while Care fights Hornet 2. I think the thing we might see is we'll see if they bench Leg Eater, which they are planning on doing, which indicates they're doing Alyssa route for an early Queen Station.
Yep, there we go.
And Carrot picks up Dash. Let's see what goals like you get priority on with an early King Station.
Oh, we're going Queen Station without Claw.
Oh yeah, you do for if you're planning on going dive route, then you usually open Queen Station prior to Claw. So you can just climb back up to City from you can climb up to City after acquiring Claw, which is faster. You can't get Palm Relic, but it's fine. You can still get the Spore Seal.
Since we're not going for Lantern, it looks like, then that shouldn't be an issue.
I'm starring everything that I think you get advantage on by having Queen Station on this board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 goals. I really like Queen Station on this board. Throw is saying, yeah.
KPP is currently on their way to Mantis Village, it looks like. So no Queen Station.
Yeah, they didn't open Crossroads Stag, so... Well, to be fair, they're going to enter through City Crest anyway, it seems like, because they killed False Knight. So I guess it doesn't matter too much for if they open Queen Station or not.
Opting out of Epogo, which is a safe bet.
Yeah. We say no to Epogo and we go for the Safari. Eggsucker saying hi to Cloth on the way to Claw. It looks like they're kind of even, but in reality, Eggsucker has already opened Queen Station. Okay. Oh, that's a really clean Epogo from Eggsucker, in my opinion.
I'm a little bit behind it. Ooh, just saw it. Yep, very good.
Are you looking at am I streaming on Discord?
I'm looking at the one on Twitch.
Look at Discord so that you can. Oh, I'm not
Well,
streaming on
you ain't
Discord.
streaming.
Give me a second. Here you go.
There we
So
go.
now you won't be behind.
We're synced up, everybody.
Yeah, we are synced up. Both players getting claw. Okay, so Care warps back to Ancestral Mound, which means makes it seem like they're going to just go for Lantern. Oh, and they're grabbing the Quarterfur. Good that they remembered. And I think Eggsucker is going to climb up to City.
Do we grab the relic first? Yes, we do.
Yeah, this relic is pretty good to grab if you're going dive route, especially with goals like 5,000 geo on the board. If you're going dive route, that relic basically takes no time. If you're not and you're quitting out, it takes like 10 or 11. It's like 16 or 17 seconds, according to Jackman Marcus.
Mm.
Okay, Care is opening Crossroads Stag now. And Eggsucker is making their way into City. I think Dreamnail is pretty strong on this board, so I'm wondering if Care wants priority on some of the Dreamnail goals. I'm gonna start them. Give Dreamgate, give Flower to Elderbug, complete the Green Path route, Dreamnail Foggy Thorax and Blue Child Jonies, 500 Essence, which synergizes with Dreamgate, complete 4 Dream Trees. So quite a bit.
I also do like how Eggsucker never actually revealed his position by not going for Howling Wraiths.
That's
Now
true.
KPP has no idea where he is.
Yeah,
Or
just
how
saving it
how
for later
far
is
far ahead he is.
okay. Okay.
Fumbling about a little bit with the flying sentry. That's okay. There we
But they
go.
get there in the end and are able to pick up the Rafter Seal. They're going to be pretty rich. They won't need to buy Lantern because they're getting Dive, but spend 5,000 Geo is on the board. So they'll have their choice on what to buy.
He'll
So
help with heavy blow, steady body, lifeblood heart. We'll get
deep
quick
quick
focus,
focus.
deep focus.
Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of money goals on here besides just needing to spend 5,000 Geo. What is this remix of Soul Sanctum theme? Let me look. This is OJ's playlist that they've made specifically for this tournament. Slash Bib is the artist. So Care is traveling across Blue Lake, and Eggsucker is entering Sanctum.
Very good.
I'm just curious if Kara's gonna get Dream Nail. Okay. We are going for Dream Nail. I don't hate the play. Like, there's a lot of Dream
No.
Nail on this board.
Especially if you already assume you're a little bit behind. Might as well.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Eggsucker handling Hellroom like a champ, though. Not getting hit once.
Incredible. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, why it's so hard not to be biased here. He's simply goated. We've got a nod from KPP. Very good. They're confident. They know what they're doing.
They're gonna do these Dream Nail plats with confidence.
Like it's nobody's business.
Okay.
There we go. Like a couple dashes here and there. Even I don't do that. I never dash in Dream Plats unless I absolutely have to.
So, Eggsucker is gonna get quite a bit of money from defeating Soul Master. They're also gonna get a grub towards 20 grubs.
And how many have we seen him do? Have we seen any green path grubs? I don't believe so.
I don't
Right?
think so. I don't. They might have rescued the grub on their way up to Sanctum, but I do not remember. I have, yeah. It's very good. Yeah, they did have really good Dream Nail movement. Okay. Eggsucker picking up Dive and Care making their way to King Station. They could kill Zero here for Dreamgate, but I probably wouldn't at this point. There's no reason. You can always
No.
save it till later and come back. Okay. Hopefully Eggsucker will have a very... Well, will not have an eventful Sanctum escape.
We're skipping that grub though.
Oh, yep. We don't need 20 grubs. That's too far away. They probably forgot. This is a really nerve-wracking situation, being in like a tournament bingo match. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Got out of it. There we go.
I almost got a second opportunity to save the grub. So that goal, 20 grubs is such a long goal that it can be easy to forget it's even on the board. I usually recommend, though, saving grubs that you're kind of right next to. Okay. Eggsucker fighting Norman. With Care picking up a seal above King Station. I think at this rate, Eggsucker should have C-Dash first if they go right for it.
It looks like that might be the case. We're getting out of Sanctum before KPP even
I sold to Lem.
has Cell to Lem. KPP has to go all the way around on Rafters. It's gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, but Eggsucker has to make it through Key Room.
That's true.
Picking up that second Cornifer interaction.
And we can see very well right there that Zote is alive and healthy still. Just a reminder that Eggsucker has still priority on that
Yep.
Coliseum goal.
Yep. They never care. Never save Zote.
We're going for key immediately. Never worried. We even get a little bit of free
No.
early control. Very good.
Oh my
And we're out
goodness.
like it's nothing.
Watching players go through Key Room is extremely stressful. Yeah. No right side offers from Care. We're just grabbing the elevator, which I respect.
Levi9678 says KPP wins because of their skin, and I find that offensive. What are you saying? What's wrong with Eggsucker skin, huh?
Did Eggsucker bench at the city storerooms?
Yes.
Okay. So they'll just take this elevator up and then warp back to the bench. I would have
Yes, it looks
potentially
like that.
saved this for later, in my opinion, but it's not the biggest deal. You kind of want to like C dash is gonna unlock a few. Well, it's gonna actually. Honestly, it's not really unlocking much without right-sided city access. So I personally prefer right-side city on this board because the two goals that you get from having C-Dash really fast, Shape of Bun, and Talk to Emilicia, you also need right-side city access for, and Eggsucker does not currently have that. They will be the first one into peak, though. Okay. Carrot making their way up through Sanctum, potentially for the Cornifer interaction. And they might just open city storerooms. Tools is not on the board. But maybe they want it towards spend 5,000 geo.
Well, we're sitting down on it. And we're going back down. Are we going... We're going dive?
I guess we're going dive. I
Okay.
think they're potentially concerned about not having enough money for... They didn't... Well, they opened King Stations. It could be an early Soul Tyrant.
Now that would be aura farming.
Okay, so Eggsucker has remembered that they need grubs, and they have now rescued 3 grubs. Okay, well... So dive unlocks on this board. Give flower to Elderbug. And 7 grubs and Crystal Peaks.
Ooh, careful, Eggsucker.
Uh,
One mask, no soul.
okay. Oh my gosh. Please heal to full. You can do it. Okay. We're getting a heal. We're going in with 4 health.
Ooh, both streams are stressful. I don't know where to look. I'll look at the board. No, I can't look away.
Okay. Yep. We benched. We benched.
We benched. That's what we
We
benched
benched.
for.
We benched.
KPP has been defeated. Eggsucker lives though, thanks to that crystal crawler.
Eggsucker remembering to pick up Shopkeeper's Key. And they also got a corner for interaction earlier.
And it looks like KPP is rather depressed because they refuse to get up from the bench after that death.
They're really thinking about it.
A Hellroom death is demoralizing. But you do have to go.
Okay. They've taken their moment of silence and are going back into Sanctum. I mean, yeah, I think it's unfortunate that all of their geo is there. So they can't even just go and buy a lantern, which they basically could have. They had 1,800 geo. Eggsucker is picking up some grubs in Crystal Peaks. Which is like I guess is something you can do, but usually isn't recommended. It's usually better just to come back later for the grubs. 7 Crystal Peaks grubs is such a long goal.
You'll never see me going for any grub goal ever in my life. Although then again, this is a very late game board. Like we've
That's
struggled
true.
not to comment on that. So prepping for that for the far future might not be the worst play.
Yeah, I think. Do you want to? I like wings on this board, even though it's not really on the board. I like wings as like an essence play, like fighting Lost Ken, then just being able to get to all of these painful goals faster.
APP gets their money back, uh, and we're paused.
Okay.
I don't know if we're just taking a breather or if we're.
Collecting ourselves. Eggsucker has picked up Crystal Heart. Let's see what they'll do with it. I expect them to kind of go and get D-Dark and go into Dreamnail from this.
Probably picking up this grub right here, since we're kind of grub pilled right now.
Huh.
This is a very concerning pause. It's even longer than the bench pause. Oh, there we go. Some kind of difficulty, it seems. No? Eggsucker is still going?
I haven't been aware of any difficulties. Let's check the chat.
And we're unpaused. Okay.
Okay. We're going back into Soulmaster.
Getting back into it.
But will we see our second damageless Soul Tyrant of the tournament? Well, no, they actually have Shaman Stone.
Who had
Like,
damaged the Soul Tyrant?
yeah. Or only the people's champion, Zach.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to gas myself up. I got hit my last game a couple times. Remember?
That's
Because my
fair.
jump wouldn't work.
Well, I also meant that you didn't have damage. You only had like VS only.
Oh, that. Yeah. Okay, we can gas me up a little bit. But not as much as Eggsucker doing Darkroom. That needs to be gassed up right now.
Oh, this
Although
is
we're
a.
struggling a little bit. No, we're giving up? We're giving up.
And we're getting some soul. We need some
We're
soul
getting
to
some
kill the
soul.
guy.
We're never giving up. So who gets their thing first? Does Eggsucker make it through this Darkroom before KPP finishes this fight?
We will see. This is kind of a tricky dark room.
I don't think we're going for it anymore. Or are we?
They're looking. I think they want. I don't know what they want. Lantern is on the board, so it's not the worst to go have to grab it.
Yeah, I think we gave up on the Darkroom. For now, at least.
Yeah. Well, we have C dash. We can just. Oh, they're gonna go for the mimic grub. I think that's what we're doing. Or we could also get quick focus while we're there, or deep focus.
Maybe we're going to Dirtmouth? Maybe we're opening the elevator?
Yeah, I mean they're gonna rescue the grub.
Yeah. And Soulmaster is dead. KPP murdered him in cold blood.
Let's see if they do Soul
Wait,
Tyrant. It's a
please.
possibility.
Please, man after my own heart. Let's go. No? Okay.
No.
That's the smart choice.
Six stocking devout's definitely a lantern goal. Yeah, I prefer lantern on this board. Okay, we're grabbing the grub. Eggsucker has rescued 8 grubs, and the only grub that is remaining is the descending dark one. They can always come back later and get it. He already interacted with the corner for note earlier when he picked up the king's idol. I think Eggsucker is going to pick up Dreamnail now. Maybe grab also Steady Body and Quick Focus.
We're not crystal dashing. I forget about it all the time as well.
As long as we don't do a shade skip. No one would ever do a shade skip after picking up Crystal Dash.
Now that's just insanity.
In the last tournament, Zach and CC did that. Had to call
Well,
it
we're
out.
not here to talk about me or
We're here
Cece.
to
We're here
talk
to talk
about
about
Eggsucker and
Eggsucker and
Care.
KPP. So,
That's true. That's true.
and if we are
Oh,
talking about me, let's go back to cool stuff.
what
Oh, yes,
we are doing
Tyrant.
Soul Tyrant. We're
Here
doing
we go. All right,
it.
cool stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
They are doing Soul Tyrant. They have picked up all the prizes and
They went down instead of up, though, so they got booted out. But it's fine.
Soul Tyrant isn't on the board, but 300 essence is 500 essence is on the board and Dreamgate is on the board. So this will give them advantage towards those goals.
And Dreamgate is 800, right?
900.
900. Wow.
And speaking of Dreamgate, Eggsucker looks to be picking up Dreamnail now, or just open Right Side City. We'll see.
I was a little distracted by the Tyrant play. What did Eggsucker buy at Salubras?
Ah, shoot. They've spent 1250 Geo, so
I assume it was either Lifeblood Heart or
Lifeblood,
Quick
Heart, Steady
Focus.
Body, Shaman Stone. Okay, so they bought everything except for Quick Focus. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, I prefer also skipping Dreamnail and locking in Shape of Un and Isma's Throw. Just because you still haven't marked a single goal on the board. To be fair, Care only has one goal. Oh, Zach, you didn't remind me to start the timer. We're starting it now.
My
Yep,
cuckoo!
we're starting it now.
We are not allowed to swear on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, but if I could, you would need to plug your ears.
After the match of Throw versus Lessie, I forgot to turn off the timer and it was running for 12 hours last when I checked. I can't believe we had a Soul Tyrant in 10 seconds in. Yeah, 5 seconds.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
We gotta give it to KPP.
exactly. These players are just too good. Eggsucker picking up Dreamnail while Care fights Soul Tyrant.
Do we have Shaman Stone equipped?
I thought they did.
Let's see. Let's see a Vengeful Spirit fly out here. That looks like
Yeah,
it's big enough.
I thought they did. I just don't want to be wrong.
I can't tell because of the skin. I think that's Shaman Stone, yeah. So
Yeah,
it shouldn't
the
take
chat is
that
saying
long.
Shaman. Okay.
Yeah.
Eggsucker making their way to Right Side City. They are skipping several relics, which I wouldn't recommend skipping in a situation where 5,000 Geo is on the board. But they are marking their first goal of City Crest ride both COT large elevators.
Wonderful.
So they are on the board. And they should now get a couple of goals pretty fast if they play their cards right. Like right now, they can easily get Shape of Un, talk to Emilicia. Wow, this is Soul Tyrant with BS only and Shaman is so long. Such a long fight.
Hmm.
Like, I
How
started
long
the
did it
timer
take?
after it had been going for a while.
How long did it take without Shaman Stone for me? Like 6 minutes, 7?
At least 6 minutes.
Okay, so well, this should take about 4 then. We should be nearing phase 2 sometime soon.
Okay. Let's see what Eggsucker goes for.
Uh,
Oh, they're
are
gonna.
we?
We're
We're
doing a
looking for
hot
the grub.
springs. Uh,
We're doing hot springs.
hot springs and Poggy Thorax. One of my favorite new synergies with the new goals. If anyone noticed, we are using a goal pack that Alpha made specifically for this tournament with a few new of the extended goals.
Oh, we missed it. We missed Poggy. Okay.
We're not getting
We're
Poggy.
just going. We're just going for the sauna.
I'm hoping it's a row 4 play.
So am I.
Okay,
Because if
they're going
Eggsucker
back for
wins that
Poggy.
money, if Eggsucker wins that money, he'll share with me. So
We are getting Poggy. And we're getting the egg for fun. Is X is not on the board, right?
no.
I approve of the early Poggy Thorax. Oh, they're grabbing the journal. We should let them know about that seal and crypts. I think they just forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if they can get some more goals under their belt. I think we're going for a lum sale, a lum cell. Oh no!
Oh, this is why that's a gamble.
Oh, that's a rough. Okay. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
We're not doing round 2, it seems.
That's so unlucky.
We were close though. We gotta give that to KPP. That was very, very close. Only a couple fireballs away, I'd say.
Yeah, I admire the try. But we are leaving Sanctum. That's so rough.
Now, thankfully, like I said in the beginning, this is still kind of a tortoise situation with Eggsucker, just prepping stuff here and there, not really rushing anything. So if KPP locks the F word in and goes for something right now, they could recover goal uh that goal priority they had. But just a rough spot all around.
Yeah, that was such a rough death. Oh my goodness. They're still tied though at 1 goal to 1 goal, but I think Eggsucker has a significant advantage.
There's been a lot of prep going on.
Okay. We are getting our second goal. And we're getting Lantern. So it could be a row 5 play. Last I checked, they had at least 3 Cornifer interactions. They might have picked up Resting Grounds, so they might have 4.
We've been getting a couple grubs in Crystal Peak as well.
Yeah, they have everything but the Darkroom one, and they just acquired Lantern. How many grubs and CP has egg saved? They've saved 6. They've saved all of them but the D-Dark grub. They just didn't know the Dark Room. Or they didn't feel comfortable with it without Lantern. We're going to Queens. Are we going for race? Are we going for Howling Race? Or are we going into Deep Nest?
Looks like Deep Nest.
Yeah, I like the play here. Maybe we'll get the Cornifer
No,
here.
we're going for the Cornifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Okay. So now they just have some Dream Trees to do.
Yeah. Now Eggsucker's hand is fully revealed. I'll be shocked if KPP doesn't start
Doing some
going
Dream
for some.
Trees.
Yeah.
They've kind of had a rough game, so they might honestly be happy it's kind of over soon. They had did this. It was a Hellroom death. Wait, no, it was a Hellroom death and a Soul
and a
Tyrant
Tyrant Death.
and a Tyrant death. That's really rough.
Sanctum just doesn't seem to like them.
Yeah. Let's see what they do. They have to do 4 Dream Trees. They're not going to catch up on Grubs. But we
No.
have to note that Eggsucker has no progress towards any Dream Tree right now. So if Kara starts right now, they will win Dream Trees.
If they ever unpause.
If they ever unpause.
I think we're taking another breather because Eggsucker is not pausing, so I don't think it's technical difficulties. Uh, this is very understandable. This is pretty nerve-wracking stuff to be in a bracket match and to be a little bit behind. But this is another thing I've also learned from experience myself. It's
Okay.
fine to get a bit in your head, but you gotta keep moving, at least towards something, anything that
Yeah,
comes to
just
mind.
moving towards something. I would like for Mantis, yeah, something like that. Tim, Mantis Village, Resting Grounds, Crossroads. They also have access to the city storerooms Dream Tree, also Broken Elevator Dream Tree, which they should be able to. I don't think any of those require C dash. Mound also doesn't require C dash.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only easy one that requires C dash is the leg eater bench.
Uh, we just picked up Descending Dark.
Okay, and when do we rescue? And we rescued the grub as well. So we've
And we
marked
rescued
4
the
out of 5
grubs.
goals on that line.
I'm not sure what we picked up Descending Dark for, but it can't hurt.
I mean, I like Descending Dark on this board. There's tons of benefit, like for like if they need to fight Horn 2, if they need to go into Collos, if they don't just win off row 5, then okay, yeah, we're doing Dream Tree.
Yes. No. Yes. We just don't know where it is. There it is.
I think according to Python's document, this was one of the faster Dream Trees. I personally
Yeah.
hate it because of those guys, but
Mm. And it looks like KPP is going for one of the longest ones.
oh, not this one again. No. CC did this Dream Tree in the tournament.
CC did it and then got a little bit lost and had to leave the room and reset it. And it was very, very, very
Uh,
stressful to watch.
it
But I can't say
was
anything. CC won his game. I lost mine. So
that CC's match was a match of all time for sure. Oh my goodness. At least they're working on the Dream Trees. So Eggsucker did finish that one Dream Tree in City, it seems like. We're going to
it,
Dirtmouth. Yeah, I think that Crossroads one is pretty straightforward to do.
now for some good news here. Between the yellow and the purple and the dark gray and the white on the board, the only colors on the board right now are the colors of the non-binary flag. Happy last day of Pride Month, everybody.
I guess. True. Okay, Eggsucker starting their second Dream Tree. For those who aren't familiar with Dream Trees, because they have C dash, they can pretty easily go in and do the Leg Eater Dream Tree after this. And that's pretty fast. For an easy 4 Dream Trees. Well, that, and they can just do the Resting Grounds one after. Okay. You need you can go if you go through Fog Canyon throw. You do not need Ismas. Only if you go from Leg Eater.
KPP, not sure if they finished the tree or not. It looks like they realized they have not.
Yeah, you
But
get a
they
little notification when you finish it.
but they don't seem to know where the last of the essence is. Meanwhile, Eggsucker is on his third.
Oh, that's a. I fell down there by accident. That's funny. Now they have to reset the tree.
Down to the crypts. So what's the ranking on these? Obviously, the resting ground one is the fastest, but if we were to go in order,
Uh, the the fungal one is also extremely fast. If you are kind of already there, but it's not really fast if you have to go all the way back there. Okay, so they've done 3 dream trees. They only need one left. They only have one left. Let's see where they're gonna go.
KPP has finished their first one.
Yeah, yeah. Mentis Village route was pretty fast. Like either one is fast. The Queen's, if you're in Queen's Gardens, that one is fast. Oh, I think they're doing the ancestral mound route. So I think with all the bingo practice people have been doing, they've gotten really comfortable with the ancestral mound route, even though it's really not that fast. It's just one of the ones that people know, so they just go and do it. It would definitely be better to do the Lucky Eater one here, but people aren't as familiar with that because it's not a goal. Okay. Care also doing the city route that Eggsucker opted for earlier.
Now we don't have wings, so there's still hope for KPP here that Eggsucker messes up this skip here.
That's true. You do need to do a specific skip for this dream tree.
The Vengefly is following along dutifully. Got it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we might be closing out the game here, unless
You can still
unless the
die to this
boulders.
tree.
Yeah.
I do not think it is over until the line the goal has been marked or the fat lady has sung.
We're on 2 masks. It's
Yeah,
getting dicey.
I have seen people die to this dream tree before. Oh, I think Carrie's gonna go for that dream tree too. Okay, and
And that's bingo.
that's bingo. Let's get our players in here and see if they want to do some post game comms. Okay, both players are happy for the interview, and Throw has told me, thank you for telling me, Throw, without spoiling the match, because they told me right as it ended.
That's very thoughtful.
Very thoughtful. Hello.
Hi. Good evening. Oh, well, evening for me and good for you.
Congratulations, Eggsucker, on winning. And
Thank
good
you.
job, Carrot. Good try. We admired the effort to not giving up, even though you had some unfortunate incidences in your match.
Oh, yes, no problem. I'm quite used to.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Sanctum absolutely despising you? What did you do to it?
To be honest, I want to try. I want to try. His name.
Tyrant?
Soul Tyrants, yes. Because I spent time to train a little bit, and I thought it was okay, but it's not. It's not the case yet. Anyway, it was not the best. I'd rather rush the City Crest and both City of Tears large elevators, but no problem. But I was just close the Soul Tyrant, so say to me, just have one try.
Mm-hmm.
If it's good, very
Okay.
good. But if not, we continue because I can spend hour
It
on
was
it.
so
So
sad to lose to die right at the very end. You were doing so well.
You got so close.
Yeah.
It wasn't even your fault because I saw you were out of a dash and those balls just kind of closed in on you from every direction. That's what she
Yeah.
said. But
Okay.
really, really unfortunate.
So Eggsucker, what was your thought process going into this board?
My original thought was
Mhm.
I identified 3 lines, and I wasn't sure which one I was going to go for. It was the bottom line, the one immediately above that, and then the right. So you could see me doing stuff from all 3 of those, like going into the hot springs, getting Poggy Thorax.
Yeah.
But then once I had gotten a few goals on the bottom, I thought I would just try to rush it, and it worked out.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. I like the commitment. I didn't
This is a
realize
very
you'd be going
minimalist
to
board.
yeah. Yeah, no, like this is one of the worst boards I've seen ever. Like this board was like every painful goal. But you played it really well. We were all very
Thank you.
impressed.
16 minutes. Oh gosh.
Wait, okay, I'm stopping it.
I'm very proud to have the longest and the shortest run.
No. We
Oh, yeah, I
started the
really reset
timer
it.
like
We started
halfway
it
through.
during
16 minutes? No way.
No, it has not been 16 minutes.
Yeah. We definitely started the timer during your Soul Tyrant fight because I realized I hadn't started it yet.
16 minutes, it's only the time on Soul Tyrants, I think.
Well, the tournament is not over for you yet, Care. You still have you are still going to have one more match in the losers bracket, or you could still potentially win. So that will be really exciting. So you still get to play some more Pinky, and Eggsucker, you'll be going into the winners second round to play Tremin.
The 3 seed, right?
Yeah,
See how that goes.
I think you can take them.
Have fun. It's up to you.
Yeah.
The mastermind behind this board throw is saying that he used the name of a fictional character to generate this monstrosity. Can we know who the character is by any chance?
No.
I don't know it.
Well, no, I'm asking in chat. Oh, well,
Oh,
Throw is refusing as well, so there we
Okay,
go.
fair enough. Do you have any?
Wonderful.
Do either of you have any other comments on the board or like the gameplay in general?
I really thought I could do the Crystal Peak Dark Room. I practiced that. I got to go back and practice it again.
Yeah. Doing it under pressure in a tournament is very stressful. So I do not blame you for going and buying Lantern, especially because 5,000 Geo, spend 5,000 Geo is already on the board. So, yeah, what else? What do we want to say? And Care, it would have been funny because Care did not rescue Zoe early, so they could have potentially, you could have potentially, they would not have been able to stop row 4 without potentially making.
I didn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made sure to do that. I went out of my way.
To be honest, I don't want to do, to the Colosseum, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
very last things I will do, so no problem.
Fair enough.
Talk about it. Yes, you're right. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. If someone wants to shout out the Bingy Discord in the chat. Should be just Bingy Discord. Usually we will have watch parties there or just bingo in general. And it's a really fun server, so please join.
You can. It's fun.
And you get to meet a lot of cool people.